Hello, my name's Peter. It's always a blessing to testify about what God's done in my life. I know I've only got a short time to do it, and I need a long time to tell you what God's done in my life. But I'm gonna start with the fact that I came to Betel. I came to Betel 4 years ago. I was very, very broken when I came to Betel. I was in a very dark time in my life. I was an alcoholic. I was a heroin user. I was a substance abuser, to be honest. I was homeless for 2 years before I came into Betel. I have to say my life was completely shattered. It was absolutely broken into pieces. It couldn't have been any worse. I come from a relatively good upbringing where I was brought up normal. I had a normal childhood, but very quickly went off the rails. From where I came from, I started using cannabis and drinking at a very early age. But I don't really want to dwell too much into my past. I really want to say what God's done for me in my life since I came to Betel. As I say, I was homeless for 2 years before I came in. I used to actually live in a bin on the streets. I was homeless. I used to walk around. I used to eat out of bins. I was like a tramp on the street. Kids used to actually throw stones at me and call me tramp. I used to take a lot of abuse, live in fear of my life. And 5 months before I actually came into Betel, I got evangelized by 2 Christians at a soup kitchen, and they told me about Betel. That was 5 months before I came. As I said, I didn't really want to come because I wasn't a Christian. I'd never had no Christian experience, and it wasn't for me. But during that time, in the 5 months, they pursued me. Every time they see me, they made a beeline for me and said that, Pete, you need to go to Betel, you need to go to Betel. And basically, I say to them that I'm not a Christian, and, but they see me go down and down and down. And eventually, it got to a point where I was so broken that one day I seen them and I said, look, please take me to Betel, because my life was, I couldn't have got any lower, to be honest. But the only place next for me lower was probably to die. That's how low my life became. I tried suicide. I tried many things. I tried to put myself in a mental institute, and nothing worked. So I thought I'm going to give Betel a chance. And that was 4 years ago. I came 4 years ago. I arrived in the night time, or 8:30 in the night, and I walked into the first property there, Derby Road House. And from the minute I walked in the house, I felt a real sense of belonging, a real sense of love in the house. There was 20 guys in the house at the time, and the atmosphere was very surreal. The house was very clean, which was unusual, and there was something different from the minute I first walked in. There was something different, and but I wasn't a Christian. I came to Betel just for 6 months. That was my agenda, but I was going to come to stay clean for 6 months, go back out and try and make a go of my life again. But after 2 weeks, I went to a Christian festival called Grapevine, which you all probably know very well. On the Friday night there, I gave my life to Jesus. On, I think it was August the 28th, 2007. I gave my life to Jesus then, and since that day, my life has completely changed. I've been transformed completely. I've got my children back today. I have a hope back in my life today. And it's not just the hope and the fact that God's restored my addictions and restored my family. That's nothing for God to do. He delights in that. It's what God created within me now. He's put a real sense of purpose and calling upon my life. In the way of, I was evangelized on the street. Now I head our evangelism team within the community. And He's placed a call on my life to really save the needy, to go out and to search for the lost and bring them into our community. And I can now give something back in my life, and I really owe my life to Jesus. And when I came to Betel as well, I never had no Bible knowledge whatsoever. Never read the Bible, never been to church, and now I actually preach in our church. I'm one of our preachers in the church, and that in itself is an absolute miracle, because I don't know any man or person or organisation that could take someone from the bin to the pulpit within 4 years. Only our God can do that. I'd just like to say as well to the whole team at Lincoln New Life, to Stuart and to Irene and to the Acts Project and to all the guys who do all the outreach work for Amigos and everything you do. On behalf of Betel, we want to really thank you for your generosity. We want to thank you for your amazing support and continued support. We thank you for the unity. We thank you for the body of Christ. We thank you indeed. Thank you.